Welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII.
Welcome back to Operation Blow the Shit Up!
Yeah, yes. Welcome back to hashtag. Remember that Selphie can actually be a good character.
Hey, could you lend us a hand? The power's down and we need some help.
But I do see what you mean, though, Pedro, in the sense like, well, the reason people tend to forget all the other stuff is because of the big focus on the you-know-what.
Hey, come on, man.
It's mostly because, again, aside from Squall and Renoa, and even then, I still have problems with how they handle those two characters. But again, all in due time.
Hey, yo, haven't seen around you before.
What to do? What to do?
Don't
would have
fight
been
the
nice
Pedro,
to see
fight
this.
them.
Yo.
Hold on, Dwebs. Yes, Shuri?
It just would have been nice to see this side of Selphie a bit earlier on instead of going from this very eccentric child to this, you know?
That's the big problem.
Way, follow me.
Again, sure, like I said, Kitaiza doesn't really want you to care about her. She wants you to care only about the romance.
Unbelievable.
So,
we're a crucial time like this. What the heck are the main
Because
guys
here's the thing,
doing?
considering her job, I can believe that she is as pragmatic as this, but it's like, the personalities don't intertwine. They're just kind of almost two separate traits, and they're just...
I think I see what you mean, Shuri. It's sort of like my point about how Lightning, you know how Lightning eventually sees the light in Final Fantasy XIII, where she finally realizes, oh my god, maybe we're the bad guys by doing what the Falsi clearly want us to do.
Alright, one in between the two guys and two on the other side.
It boils down to... It boils down to this. Kitaiza needs to be fired. He's never the only good thing he's done because he was 6 and 7, and even then he was being supervised by Sakaguchi. Then
they could have just showed this side of her a lot sooner than they actually did. They would have had plenty of opportunity to do that as well.
I do agree that they should have, done that for Selphie because, again, mostly it's been like, oh,
look, Shuri, be grateful that she gets this because Zell, like I've said, gets jack shit.
He gets to eat hot dogs and be funny because
so he gets Zelch?
Yeah, he gets Zelch, basically.
Honestly, I wonder if Selphie was supposed to be more like Squall's right-hand woman instead of Zell being, the apparent right-hand man to Squall, because, Selphie has more to her than Zell.
But Squall doesn't really have a lot to him, at least yet.
Push!
Okay, Shuri. It's funny you mentioned Squall. I might as well bring it up. Let's compare this
Come on, Pedro, hit that button. Yeah, I know you love it.
Okay.
Actually, this is fine, so...
So let's compare this game to something like 7 or 9 here. In 7 or 9, Cloud or Zidane, respectively, did have good leadership traits that made it clear that they should be the good guys. Squall does have good leadership traits as well. The problem is that they're not as emphasized here or there. Or, okay, let's say you don't even have to necessarily be a good leader, but be someone who's like the anchor to the whole group. Again, that's kind of Cloud, who for one reason or another anchors a lot of people to the same team. It's a similar case with Zidane, though maybe not as much. Squall, it feels more coincidental than anything. He'll eventually take up the leader mantle with flying, well, maybe not flying colors, but it'll become clear. The problem is that
he's forced to do it. That's my problem. Like seriously, they put so much pressure on him, and he even complains about it. Seriously, and it makes all the characters come across as complete inconsiderate assholes.
Now compare this to, say, Cloud. It made sense that he would lead because he was the one who knew the most about Sephiroth. It made sense that Zidane would lead in 9 because he was the guy who fought the most outside the box, and, well, without spoiling, that's kind of what the characters needed. Squall here? Well, I hate to say it, but right now they're showing that Selphie could just as much be the leader as could Squall.
But
I'm not kidding. Selphie could technically be...
It would be a mega bummer if we launched the missiles by mistake.
Actually come to think of it, would it have been more interesting if Selphie was the main hero of this game?
So, should we hold back a little and just mess around with it a bit?
Again, well, that's a fringe of again. I guess if they took an angle that's similar to, say, a Compile Heart JRPG, where they go more for for more of a comedic tone, sure, I guess that can work.
Well, okay. I would like to argue that even with the serious moments, Selphie could have worked as a protagonist, because again, even though she does handle things in a bit more of a comedic way, we've seen that she can be dead serious at times here and there.
Simulation. Exit.
Yeah.
Heck, even despite the idea of blowing everything up, she's still taking things rather slowly here.
Pretty much.
It will.
Alright, what you need to do now, if I recall correctly, is to deviate. Well, okay, you can have like a small snippet of...
This is the guide where you set the coordinates.
Yeah. Basically, you need to actually
Maybe we
deviate to the
set
course
the
of the
error ratio
missile.
all the way up. It'll lower the chance of a direct hit.
I think I can spoil you this right now. What you really do does not really change the course where the missiles take. I have no idea why they allow you to do that.
I don't even...
You can... there is a way to remotely, change the course of a missile in some cases.
No. That is... I'm talking about on this game's plot point. Because when we see the missile later, we will see the fact that we're still targeting on course. Despite the fact that you are kind of forced to do this.
It boils down to this. At this point, I'm kind of trying my best to get through this part because, to be quite frankly, I don't give a crap about Trabia, and I just want to get back to Balam because that's where the more hilariously terrible stuff is happening.
Wait, we can actually set the error ratio?
Yeah, that's kind of what we need to do, Dweebs, remember?
So what's going to happen? Is the error going to be...
Ideally, they should set the missiles off course. On practice, for some reason, it will not do that.
I forget if they explain it maybe in supplementary material why.
No, usually they don't. 8 doesn't really have particular novels as far as I recall.
Really? Even though I'd argue that's one of the plots that could use more stuff explaining.
Honestly, I don't really think so, Java, because there's not... This world is so uninteresting. There's not much here compared to stuff like 7, 9, or 6.
Hell, even 10, I'd argue, gives a more interesting world. And that's like a post-apocalyptic setting.
Alright.
At least the music is still nice here.
It is.
Seriously, I gotta wonder, was Nobuo Uematsu in a very funky spy mood here?
Well, this was Nobuo Uematsu during the 90s, which was his prime, the prime of his career.
I really get the idea that... remind me again, Pedro, when was the first MGS released?
1998.
Around the same time, I wonder if someone actually was around Konami's offices and went to like it does in the others. Okay, let's try to have a level that's similar to this.
You know what? Weirder stuff has happened. Let's not forget that the reason Kingdom Hearts exists was because of a fateful elevator ride. Literally, in an elevator, a Disney exec said to a Square exec, hey, what if we crossed over?
It happens more often than you think, Jova. Remember
more likely than you think.
Remember, Jova, the reason we got a Metal Gear 2 for the MSX was because of a train ride where a developer of Snake's Revenge who didn't like
what's the point of this? It'll be a direct tip for sure.
Who didn't like the game they were making and asked Kojima-san, hey Kojima-san, I would love for you to make an actual proper sequel to the original game. And by the time he got out of the train, he already had the base story on his head. So
why am I not surprised with Kojima?
Sometimes it happens.
Even in other medium, Jova, for example, comic book crossovers happen a lot just by perchance because someone had an idea and they talked with the execs, like Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
I recall, didn't Who Framed Roger Rabbit have a bit of a similar kooky story behind how it got all those studios involved?
I don't remember.
But yeah, you're right.
But we just come to report on the missile coordinate data.
Very
well.
Very well. Go right ahead.
Oh no, it's one of those possessed NPCs.
Yes. Did we have someone that puny in our base?
Oh.
You call him puny.
Puny god.
All systems go, sir.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Well, we're not Biggs and Wedge, thankfully.
Everything's all set, sir.
I'll be the red guy. if we had some minor setbacks. But proceed as scheduled.
Sorry, yes, sir. I say this in no way backfiring, sir.
We're running behind, but prepare for the final launch phase.
Roger.
Roger. Attention duelists, this is a control room. We are now entering the final phase of the missile launch.
Oh boy, endgame
Take your
time.
designated position and prepare for the launch. Don't forget your popcorns.
Alright. Huh?
Dude?
What are you doing here?
Okay.
We come to report on the missile coordinates.
Oh.
No.
Don't move!
Huh?
I thought you looked suspicious. You're the intruders.
Okay,
Oh my god, a
basically,
move.
like I said, well, okay, I was mentioning this also in the previous part, but you can manage to, wriggle your way through stealth through most of the mission, but if you manage to do it properly, this is the point where you're still forced to fight your way through, but there you go,
Wow,
as
we made it
Selphie
this far.
said.
It's about time we rumbled.
There you go.
What are you doing?
Taking off our clothes.
They're flashing
you
them.
fool!
See?
Literally.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Oh, finally. The military uniform is itchy and it stinks.
Among
The
other
joy to know
things.
that Selphie is in need of a shower.
I could use a shower.
Alright.
I'm sure you could.
Like in Star Trek 5.
Oh god, Star Trek 5.
Time for us to get serious.
Oh, please tell me
Let's
it's...
get dangerous.
Oh, it really hits! Irvin.
Pandara.
Alright, Bandara!
I'm not sure how you can shower with that.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah,
Basically, when the confused debuff allow a character to target other characters and himself, but it's a bit random by nature.
Bandara!
When it's sped up like this, Zell looks like he's doing a I need to go to the bathroom.
Basically, yeah.
But his music isn't really helping.
Pedro, what happened? Oh, okay.
What?
And now, no, if Irvine used this limit break, but you didn't press anything.
Oh, that. Don't worry. To be honest with you, I don't even remember what was my thought process during this fight. It's been a while.
Play it.
Oh boy.
Oh, there you go. You're about to get it anyway. Oh, I get it. It's because. Oh, yeah, I get it. It's because. Yeah, now I remember what this was. Basically, too, I forgot how that particular limit break works. Basically, so I was all like, "Wait, how does this work again?"
Oh, I forgot which button to press. Okay.
Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm gonna beat him anyway.
Boop.
Selphie, stop hitting the others.
They broke my favorite toy.
The debuff gets lifted immediately if the person that is confused attacks himself or herself.
Can you maybe deal with that after the battle, though, Selphie?
Must die.
Don't mess with Selphie's toys or her town. Or her base.
We tried to do this kind of joke in one of the earlier parts, but don't mess with the Selphie and you will not be healthy or something.
Yeah.
You won't get a GF.
No, it boils down to this. For as much as the game is treating this as a fun, romp and stuff like that, what's happening right now with Squall, Renault, and Quistis is far sillier than anything you see here. And that's the bit that you're supposed to take serious, for the record.
Like I said, you will start seeing that from the next part, where basically with that sequence we're about to enter into an old school Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, basically.
Right, it depends. If it's like
You'll see, dude. Don't worry, Reeves. You're the expert. You will recognize instantly when the cliches hit.
What was that really infamous episode? The really old special?
The Twin Dilemma.
The Twin
There
Dilemma.
it is, yeah.
Oh,
It was
Twin
not a
Dilemma.
special, it was a full story.
You guys saw that without me. How was it?
Me too.
Awful. It's known as the worst Doctor Who story.
Wow.
It's pretty
let's stop the
garbage.
missiles, blow the base to smithereens, and get out of here.
Also, Jovo, another bit of context, it was the first story to have the Sixth Doctor in it.
Oh,
So not a good
we should be able
introduction.
to- We should be able to stop the missile
Wait.
launch from here.
was
So,
that
like-
the one that introduced the Doctor?
Their
by
outfit was terrible.
Let's
as
just
well.
split up and start looking.
Wasn't that the
I
one that
know.
introduced the Doctor by strangling his assistant or something?
Yeah. Oh, and another thing, Jova, it came out a few days after the end of a more acclaimed story. It'd be like basically, Jova, it'd be like going from Avengers Endgame and then the next movie was Iron Man 2.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's
Alright.
continue.
If I recall correctly, now is another occasion where you need to set up how much time do you think you need.
Hey, where are you going? Well, maybe.
Considering, you know,
Maybe it's in the other room.
Well, maybe if the game told me where exactly am I supposed to press.
If
But
I recall
well.
correctly, you need to talk
Yeah.
to the others.
Yo, where you going? We haven't done
You-
the search.
I would like to know where I'm going.
That's the thing. That's the thing too. I just wish the game would make that more clear.
Oh,
Oh
the
man.
room is not big, you know,
I don't
trailer
think this
doesn't
is the
require
one.
that much.
Well, Tail.
This
Again,
time.
well, Tail. I mean, as streamlining and cutting off
Yo,
as
look,
little
that
time
bad.
wasting as possible.
Oh my God, Zell did it.
Oh yeah, we're all set, baby.
Woohoo! Only if I know it's a self-destruct mechanism.
It's the big red button, the selfie.
That self-destruct mechanism doesn't seem to be in here. Sorry.
Well, who are we to say that there's always got to be a self-destruct mechanism? Maybe they
Tell
just
that
didn't
to
include
Samus
one.
around, Drover.
Why do people even create self-destruct mechanisms? Isn't that horribly dangerous?
Again,
Sure,
ideally
Pedro.
would be to not have the base fall into enemy hands, but this is so.
Huh? We have
I
to set a time?
I know the real reason. It's for the perfect insurance scam.
And with that option, Pedro gets a deduction of
Yeah.
45 points, but like he said, it's not really relevant
Self-destruct
anyway.
mechanism activated. All staff evacuate the base immediately. I repeat.
Woohoo! Let's hurry on out of here.
Like
And
seriously,
so nobody will try to stop
the
us
only
despite
the only
fact that
option
it's
for
so
this that
simple.
doesn't deduct you from the seed rank points is the 10 minutes option, and I argue this is one occasion where it's way too tight.
Why is that, you may ask? Well, you'll see why.
I mean, would they actually allow you to go outside the base without having to defeat a boss? Come on.
Can you imagine, though, they actually did that to try and fake players out? Because, you know, back in the day, guides weren't as commonplace, so, you know, this would have been an interesting trick.
A lot.
Ugh.
You know,
Did not
Selphie,
get paid enough for this.
You know, Selphie,
God
maybe
damn
you
it, I'm
can
gonna stop them.
maybe you can indulge in this. You should actually kill your opponents for a change. You will avoid shits like this.
Are you sure you're paid enough to do this, dude? You must be in pain right now.
It's not over yet.
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet.
I mean, you know, screw trying to get out of here. I'm still going to actually try to stop these
Huh?
guys.
He's very committed to
What
his
was that
job.
noise?
Reckoning. Well, at least the other moves are getting the heck out of Dodge.
Pretty much.
You're alright,
Run away, run away.
Run away!
I quit!
How many books are there?
Yeah, I kind of got tired of watching them run. So come on, speed up, game. Come on.
Yeah, your base is about to blow up.
Unfortunately, and once again, we were too late, so the missiles towards Balambo will still be launched. Oops.
Fortunately, the speed up option doesn't affect the timer.
Well,
Guys,
shit.
Selphie.
Well, now what?
Yeah, that's the ultimate thing, guys. This mission was kinda a waste of time.
Yes, because this game loves wasting my time.
I mean, again,
Kind
I
of sucks because this whole thing was pretty decent.
Yeah, I know. I actually like the scene, and again, Selphie gets to show off her more competent side.
Not just that. When you see how the characters resolve the actual Balam situation to avoid the missile encounter, you will cringe a lot. Because so far this is good. Alright, since it's a mouthful, let me try to read it properly, because the boss here is a robot called the BGH-251F2. Try to say that 3 times fast.
I'm gonna call it Bob.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it the book.
Okay, this boss can definitely eat up your time a lot. Because you
Not
need to
just
know
that,
the right...
it's very annoying. Despite the way it looks, it's not just a normal robot, it's a transport vehicle. Keep that in mind for later.
Mm-hmm.
Good use of the Y pose there, Selphie.
Thank you.
Booyah.
Bonk. Hey, Zell, you think you can suplex that?
Are you
I think
kidding
Zell
me?
actually has a suplex.
Are you kidding me, man? Suplex is my middle name.
Oh shit.
Let's just get out of here.
MRV.
Normal
God, that
shots.
sees this Merv.
Merv.
Fandaga. Yeah.
Basically, since it's a machine, it's usually recommend to use light thunder attacks.
But of course.
There you go. Whatever, just keep hitting it until it dies. There you go. Yeah. No, it boils down to it's more so the fact that again, with this game, it really feels a lot like they came up with the quote-unquote love story, and everything else is just there to fill out an entire game, really.
I mean, because there's nothing interesting about a bunch of students who basically are signing up for a mercenary school. Wow, the absolute madman.
Yeah, to defeat still the soldiers right after the Bob the robot.
You gotta be amazed that they not only survived, but they're actually going to take on a bunch of people who took down Bob.
Well, they don't really have much of a choice.
Well, now they're getting pummeled by meteors for all their trouble. Good job, Sophie.
Well, we won.
The ability is to survive, hopefully.
Yep. Alright. Let's see, what now?
So, should we steal their car?
Well, the thing is pretty damaged, so...
I'm sure a little bit of tinkering could fix it up.
Yeah. Sorry.
We locked in.
Well, it's a good day to die.
Squirrel will take care of the rest, right?
Damn, she's actually, submitting herself to death.
It's all over.
I always thought about when this day would come.
You know what's funny? I've heard this sound effect
Living a
before
life full
in
of
Sonic
battles.
Battle.
I guess living a life full of battles. I guess you could say I
You're
was
barely
prepared.
20!
You lived a life
But
full
I
of
think
battles.
this is really it.
Shut up, Teo.
Damn, it pisses me off.
Shut up, Teo. I'm telling you about my life instead of showing it to you. Anyway,
Not just that.
Squall, he didn't trust me. That's probably why he put me on this team.
Oh, come on,
No, it's
Irvine.
because the player
What are
preferred
you all
cheese.
saying? Squall chose us because he believed in us.
Not really.
I'm sure of it.
Okay,
Self is sure of it too.
Let's
We can
have
do it.
let's have a
That's what he
rejoice
thought when he
moment.
made this
Might as
team.
well.
Let someone retain their innocence for a little longer.
Isn't that right, Squall?
I said senpai for a second there.
Yeah, sure, that is absolutely the reason.
I read Squall as senpai for a second.
Please don't start calling
And-
Squall
and-
senpai.
And half of your party members just got vaporized.
Well, Bye, Selphie.
I'm sure the others will be able to, give a proper funeral. But anyway.
Sure.
Oh. Hey, looks like everything's alright.
Alright, looks like looks like we don't have to do anything here. Alright, let's go back.
That's what I probably should have called Squall in my playthrough, mate. Senpai.
No.
Looks like they did it.
I mean, Mopi's a good enough name.
Did you name him though?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
The missiles could be on their way.
Honestly, Senpai could lead to some funny dialogue.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. So far, from what I've seen, half the time he just mopes around.
Well, yeah, that's kind of it, yeah. But
he's like Cloud, but he had like less of a personality.
All right, everybody. Tune in next time where turns out while we were gone, shit went to hell in Balam Garden.
Pretty much.
And
Oh boy.
And this is, at least to me, where the game officially jumps the shark. Technically it's not in the next part, but this is where we start the subplot that basically...
This sequence in general.
This entire sequence in general is where the game, to me at least, jumps the shark. So...
Pretty much.
I thought you said that with the moment involving teacher.
There's more than one shark.
Yes. There's a lot of... Trust me, Shira, we're gonna have to go through a lot of sharks before this thing is over.
And all of them is good.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.